a time for everything, but there is a purpose for this life that we all are living. And there is a way. To some people it feels so good, but there is a question: are we living the way we should? So many delinquent parents exhibiting negative influences. Morality and self-respect are no longer relevant. Who is training our children? And tell me who can solve our many problems as we struggle to find a place in tomorrow's environment and find our purpose for life to survive and be competent. But we complain and can't find a solution. We need to get back to the moral mandate of man. Ignite the flames of real love in your heart. Patience and kindness is a good place to start.
We're shining a spotlight on two young Tobagonians who made their mark at the National Junior Calypso competition. On screen is Nataki Thompson, the National Junior Calypso Monarch. And joining us as well in studio, well, not in studio rather, but via Zoom this morning is Koquice Davidson, third place National Junior Calypso Monarch. Good morning to both of you and welcome to the show.
Good morning. Thank you.
Congratulations to both of you. How are you both feeling? Nataki, let's start with you. How are you feeling this morning?
I'm feeling great.
Wonderful. And Koquice, how are you feeling this morning after your win?
I feel proud and accomplished.
Well, definitely. Hats off to both of you for also continuing to make history for Tobago as being the top for National Junior Calypso Monarch. So I would like to start with you, Koquice. Tell me, why did you want to enter the National Junior Calypso Monarch?
I started singing at a very young age, and I climbed the ladder, continued singing as I got older, and I was a chorus girl actually. And then I spoke to my parents and I said, I want to sing Calypso, and that's where the journey began last year.
Wonderful. And Nataki, why did you want to participate in the competition?
Well, singing is something that I always enjoyed doing, and performing as well, because I'm in a performing company called Rhythmic Vibrations. And I said, what, why not join Calypso? And here I am today, victorious.
Wonderful. Beautiful to hear that. And yes, you are victorious. Both of you are victorious. It's such a pleasure to have you on the show. So, Nataki, you are no stranger to performing on stage. Share with us, what is the difference between performing and Calypso versus the usual performance that you do?
Well, there isn't anything different because it's the same performing. It's the same thing when it's performing Calypso and performing normally performing.
Okay,
so
wonderful.
It's basically the same thing.
Oh, interesting. Koquice, describe your experience for us being on stage. What was your favorite part?
Being on stage, I become a totally different person. So I basically go into my own zone and I zone out every single thing. So I feel like a powerhouse on the stage,
I mean, yes, definitely. You were a powerhouse on the stage. We're seeing some of your performance right now, and it definitely was mind-blowing. Now, let's get into the lyrical content of your Calypso, Koquice. How do you feel about what you performed?
Knowing as a child, this is what is really going on in our society with children, I feel, I send the message to the youth and the judges, and I know everyone understand what I sang, and yeah.
Great. And Nataki, I'm going to bring that same question to you, of course, as the National Junior Calypso Monarch. Were your lyrics important to you?
Yes, of course, my lyrics were important to me because it's the same thing going on in society where a lot of youths don't know their purpose. They're only focusing on the negative and not the positive, which is a really bad thing in this generation right now. So I think performing on stage, it really brings out a different person, or a different emotion in me.
When we saw the emotion during your performance, Nataki, share with us, who is a Calypsonian that has inspired you and continues to inspire you, and why?
Well, Miss Karina Shea, she inspires me. She reminds me of myself, actually. And I always watch her performances, and it just captivates me. So she just reminds me of myself.
The Calypso princess is captivating, that is for sure. And Koquice, which Calypsonian inspires you and why?
The late singing Sandra inspires me. Her performances, her songs are very powerful songs that is going on in our society again. So she inspires me a lot.
Oh, definitely. Two powerhouses mentioned there. And of course, we have two powerhouses, the future of Calypso, right here with us this morning on the Now Morning Show. Nataki, tell us, where do you see yourself in the future?
Well, actually, I see myself being a lawyer. Calypso is not something, as much as I would love to do it in the future, being a lawyer is something that I've always wanted to be since a very young age. So I see myself being a lawyer.
Wonderful. So you see yourself as being a lawyer. Do you think you'll have any time to perform, or you're going to put performing to the side?
Yes, I will. I'll be performing. I'll be juggling the both.
Wonderful. Very important. Do it all. So Koquice, share with us, where do you see yourself in the future?
Well, I want to become a surgical dentist in the future, but I must hit Skinner Park and compete against the Calypso Princess and Marshall Montano, of course.
Well, we are ready to see you in Skinner Park as well, and hopefully see both of you as you continue to perform, make it to the finals also. What an incredible conversation and such a bright future ahead for you both. Now, Koquice, what was your favorite part of performing on the stage for National Junior Calypso Monarch?
What would I say is my favorite part? I think just being on the stage on a whole is my favorite part, being able to portray myself and my emotions, pour myself into the song and send a powerful message, of course.
Yeah, well, you definitely sent a powerful message. Nataki, what was your favorite moment during your performance?
My favorite moment was the whole performance, actually. I just enjoy being on the stage is just something that brings joy to me. Performing on a whole, it just brings joy to me.
And we can see that it brings joy to you as well. Again, congratulations to you both and wishing you all the best for the future. Looking forward to seeing both of you in Skinner Park and with many more things to come in the arts and, of course, in the professional realm as well. I should say the corporate professional realm. Now, let's take in some of Koquice's performance right here on the Now Morning Show.
Every single way, it can't continue like this. That's why I'm singing this song. Something wrong. Something wrong, wrong, wrong. Calling the UN to review this declaration. Mr. Gutierrez, I'm singing this one for you. Gutierrez, the rights for us must be unambiguous, not a recipe for fighting and mayhem. Children should not be bullied, beaten until they bleed, when inside the school or out on the pavement. This declaration caused some children to do what they please, extorting their peers, even bringing them to their knees. In some of our schools, children feel empowered and so strong. I think that the time has come for some clarification. Freedom of expression have me so scared. The rights of some children behaving well.
Something wrong. Something wrong.
Children whose parents in high position, excused from form of detention.
Something wrong. Something wrong.
for those in power or have a specific name. It can't continue like this. That's why I'm singing this song.